Alright, I believe that is everything. Alright, at first light is done. We can do Master Tier Hunter's Rumors, which is what we want. And actually, Master Tier Hunter's Rumors are the only tier of Hunter's Rumors that I'm going to be doing. I know I said earlier I was starting at 46 right away, but there are some complications that I need to explain. Okay, so what we're looking at now is the table on the wiki that shows all of the hunter creatures that you can get assigned in Hunter Rumors. The ones highlighted in green are all the ones that can be done on Varlamore. Every other one you cannot do on Varlamore, you have to leave in order to do it. And as you can see here, the first guild hunter that I can use for Rumors assigns everything, and a lot of these, almost half of them, maybe more than half, can't be done on Varlamore. In the end, I'm going to have to make an exception for this, similar to what I made for Slayer, but I think, unfortunately, the best and most Varlamore locked way to do this while still, remaining casual about it is to not use any of these guild hunters, not do Hunter Rumors at all until I can use Master Wolf, which is the Master Hunter Rumors guild hunter. He can assign only these creatures. One of them, which I can't do on Varlamore Herbivore, he won't be able to assign me at all because I haven't done the quest to access Fossil Island. So the only two he can give me are the Red Salamander and the Dashing Kebbit. So there is a chance, even if I use this hunter, that I can get locked out. However, there's a thing you can do with Hunter Rumors. You can actually sort of create a block list by getting rumors that you don't want to do from some of the other masters. So if I do Hunter Rumors from Eiko, for example, until he gives me Red Salamanders, stop doing them, go to Tico, do Rumors from Tico until he gives me a Dashing Kebbit, and stop doing that, don't do that one. Then if I can get a rumor from Master Wolf, he will not be able to give me these creatures as a rumor because I already have them active from these two. So I will be able to do Master Hunter Rumors totally on Varlamore 100% once I have that block list set up. So here's what I'm going to do. I am not going to start Rumors until level 91, until I can use Master Wolf. Then I'm going to set up my block list using Eiko and Tico, and they might give me some of these rumors that I can't do on Varlamore that I have to leave in order to do. And I'm going to make the assumption that I can do them while I'm setting up the block list, but once it's set up, I can only use Master Wolf, who then will only give me rumors that I can do on Varlamore. So why am I doing Hunter Rumors? Well, there's a lot of really good stuff that I can get from these. The only loot sacks that I'll actually be able to open are these Master Loot sacks that I get from Master Wolf. There's a lot of good stuff here. I'll be getting lots of birds' nests, bones and bone shards for prayer, all these raw meats. I can use these in order to make those butterfly potions, and of course tons and tons of herbs. And oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. This is the only way to get Quetzal feed in order to make the remaining Quetzal landing sites. So that is going to be my goal for this hunter grind. I want to make all of the landing sites. I want to get all of the pieces of the Goat Hunter outfit, including the Huntsman's kit. I want to get the Quetzal whistle. That's going to be very nice for teleporting around the game, and also teleporting back to Varlamore during my Slayer grind. That's going to be my best bet. And then, of course, I want to get lots of these logs to continue the Fletching grind, lots of these herbs to continue the Herblore grind. So yeah, that is the goal. It's going to be all hunter all the time until we hit 91. Little milestone update for you guys. I'm about to hit 60 hunter. And then I can put down a 4th box trap, and this will go a lot faster. I've been at the Embertail Jerboas for a little while, as you can see. This actually was my best option for training up until 63, which then I can keep doing this box trap stuff and catch the red chins that they added. Where was that actually? It was here. Yeah, they put red chins right there, so that's gonna be really nice. Alright, 60 hunter, very sweet. Let's get a 4th box trap down and keep going. Yeah, red chins, I think that's gonna be my method from 63 to 91. And you may be asking, that seems like torture. Just clicking on box traps for God knows how many hours, but you guys don't know. This is where I feel at home. On my main, I was going for the chin pet a couple years ago, and I went, I think it was like 45 million XP dry before I got it. So this is all very familiar to me. It's where I feel at home. Okay, there is 63 hunter right there. We are going to move on from the jerboas. They've been nice to us. They've been very good to us. We got 1774 of them. And these are going to be pretty useful because you need these to make hunter spears. They're like thrown range weapons that get damage bonus from strength bonus, not from range strength bonus. So they're kind of interesting, and they might actually be pretty good to use with the Nyx Hide set. So I'm going to actually want a lot of those hunter spears while I'm doing my range training. So that's going to be pretty nice, but now it's time to move on to our home for the next God knows how long. We are going to head over to, after this farm run actually. Yeah, we got a farm run coming up, but after that, we're going to head over to the red chin spot, and that's where we're going to stay until 91. Little milestone update here. We caught our first 100 chins on the account. Oh man, you'd think after catching 45 million XP worth of chins in my main, I'd be sick of doing this by now, but I'm just not. I just love chin hunting. It's just something about it. It's so satisfying. Alright, there's another milestone, 70 hunter. 10 more levels until we can do 5 box traps instead of 4. What else? I was doing some AFK wood cutting, and I was also keeping up with my tree and herb runs, so that got me 72 wood cutting right now, closing on 75. And we're up to 51 farming, so I'm planting pineapple trees now, which is big XP. I'm just coming back from a farm run right now, and I thought I'd give you a little update. I am farming some toad flax. Got to 55 farming through all my tree seeds and herb seeds, and even I've been doing a lot of allotment farming actually. Farming some watermelons, farming some sweet corn, been pretty nice. Let's see what we got here. We got a whole lot of sweet corn for when we get back to apple tree seeds. A lot of watermelon. I've got still a lot of pineapple tree seeds left over. 4 here and another 4 already grown. I am kind of down bad on tree seeds though. Out of maples, and I'm working my way quickly through the willows. I'm going to be back to acorns pretty soon, so I actually may have to, not have to, it might be a good idea to do some more totem fletching now. Take a break from hunter just to build up my tree seed stack a little bit more so I can do my farm runs in the meantime. And I probably should also be leading master farmers more than I am now. I'm like totally out of sweet corn and watermelons. My herb seeds are kind of looking down bad. There's no reason to farm guams, marantils. It's just annoying to get unicorn horns, so I would really like a lot more Harlanders, Renar's ears, things like that. Log stack almost at 1600 for when we get back to fletching. That's really good. And the chin stack is almost at 4,000. Probably gonna get to 4,000 today. Yeah, I'm at 76 hunter, halfway to 77. 73 wood cutting, 55 farming. That's really the big stuff to show you. Oh, look at that! I can grow corn now. I just got a farming level from this forestry event. That's what's kind of nice about these, is that you get passive XP and other skills while doing your normal wood cutting. Good morning, everybody. It is a new day. It's been about a week since I started this hunter grind, and I just hit level 79 hunter, which is an interesting level, not only because it's 1 away from 80, where I can get 5 box traps going instead of 4, but also that's the level that I need to catch Teku salamanders, which, as you all know, I definitely want to go for the big salamander, but I'm going to try to resist the temptation to do that right now, keep my eyes focused on 91 Hunter. Alright, look at that. 75 wood cutting. You know what time it is. It's magic tree time. We gotta find a place to chop those down. I'm so excited. Okay, here we are. We are just southeast of Arbenvale, and there's these 2 magic trees right here. Not too far away from a bank. Just right over there. So this is probably gonna be our best spot to AFK some magic logs. We're gonna need a whole bunch of these for the forestry rewards. Let me just check how much that is. So for the lumberjack hat, I need 100 magic logs, and the lumberjack legs, I need 140. So I'll need 240 in total to get those rewards. And if I ever want the funky shaped log for the beaver pet transmog, I'll need another 500, but actually, you know what? I need redwood logs to buy that, so that's out of the question. Okay, so we only need 240 magic logs, plus, you know, a couple more for some fletching. A ninja impling just ran by while I was doing this box trapping and dropped some snakeskin boots. I cannot wear them yet. I need 30 range, but that's going to be kind of nice for early range training. And here we go, 80 Hunter. That is sweet. I can now put down 5 of these box traps instead of 4, and that's going to just speed up this grind so much more. Actually, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this now that I'm level 80 and do something else. Alright, I've been chopping magics for a while in my AFK time, and I think I'd have enough to get the rest of the forestry rewards. So let's just head on over and see. Okay, Forester, I would like the lumberjack hat, amazing, and the lumberjack legs. Oh man, yes, so that is, you know, for my case, the entire forestry outfit. The lumberjack top costs 120 redwood logs in addition to the magic you use, and there's just no way to get redwood logs on Varlamore right now, so that is going to complete my lumberjack outfit. And you know, this butler's uniform kind of looks like the lumberjack top if you squint, so I'm going to call that complete. I don't think there's anything else from the shop that I really need. I have the Twitcher's gloves and the log basket. This is just the pet transmog, which I'll buy this if I ever get the pet. Actually, I keep forgetting. Need redwood logs for this, so there's no way I can get it. I guess the only thing that is really, you know, useful at all is the felling axe handle, but honestly, I don't want, you know, every other resource I get to be destroyed. I think that's how this works, is like you have a chance of not receiving a log while woodcutting, and I'm just going to want all the logs I can get for this account, I think, so there's no point in buying it. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, forestry is done. I will probably still continue to woodcut ewes in my AFK time, just because I'm going to need a lot for fletching, I think. Actually, let me look at what the stack is at right now. Yeah, so I'm closing in on 2k ewes right now, which I don't think that is going to be enough to get me to 80. Even with all these bowstrings, I might use these to make a bunch of new longbows, although I do kind of want to save all the bowstrings I can get for when I can make magic longbows, just because those are going to be amazing to alch. But we'll see. I'm just going to, you know, keep chopping ewes probably until the stack gets to like 3,000. I want to call that good, and then I will figure out something else to AFK. But in the meantime, this is what the new fashionscape is looking like. Okay, so I actually did the math on how many yew logs I would need to get to 80 fletching through Veil Totems, and that number is 2,300. and I'm pretty much really close. So once I hit 2300, I'm going to move over to AFKing magics. And then I'm actually going to start mixing in some totem fletching with my hunter grind, because I am running extremely low on tree seeds. I mean, I have a lot of acorns, but no maples, no willows. Limpwort seeds also totally out. And I can get all of those from the Veil Totems rewards. So I'm just going to start mixing in some of that here and there with the hunter grind to replenish my tree seed stock, and we'll slowly make our way towards 80 that way. This is a very important level coming up right now. On the next chin, here we go. 83. Dragon Implings are now available. That is very important for the gear that we need for the Slayer grind, and for moons too, honestly. But that's going to come later. For now, I am rocketing my way to 91 as fast as I can. Good morning. We just hit 75 Fletching, our first level back at Veil Totems. We can now make rune arrows, which is perfect for our MSB strategy, and hopefully at the end of this minigame, once we get to 80, we'll have a lot of rune arrow tips to use up. Oh, we just got bowstring spool number 3 out of these openings. That is the last bowstring spool we were looking for. So if I add this, your spool can now hold 2,000 strings. That's great. So now any other bowstring spools we get, that's just gravy on top of it. What else do we need? Let me just get settled here. So this would be in mini games and Veil Totems. Okay. So we just really need the Green Man Mask to complete the collection log. I don't know how many points I have, but if I don't get 5 spools from the aiding fletching grind, I'm probably going to spend the rest of my points on bowstring spools, just because I don't really care about the Green Man Mask, and I'm probably going to come back here at some point anyway for 99 fletching, and I'm probably going to get the Green Man Mask from opening the rewards that way. But yeah, that's awesome. We got our 3rd spool, and we are currently 76 fletching, closing in on 77, and we're just gonna burn our way to 80. Whenever I get low on herb seeds, I always come to this spot in Quetzalcoatl Gorge. There's a master farmer that's pretty easy to trap if she walks around this cabbage patch right here, and there is a bar right over here with an infinite stock of wines that I can buy for food. So yeah, it's like a really convenient place. Usually when I run out of seeds, I just pop over here for a half hour or so and stock myself up for the next couple of days. Not to mention, it's pretty good passive thieving XP. I've gotten a couple levels here. Okay, we're coming up on a big one here. I believe this will be the last totem we will fletch for a long, long time. And, well, I guess I gotta finish it. 80 fletching. You can now make magic short bows and magic veil totems. That is what we were going for. So I'm going to run around and pick up all the offerings, and then we will crack all these open and see what else we can get. Okay, I've collected all of the offerings. We have just over 17,000 to open. This tab has most of the Fletching rewards that I've opened up to this point, from these arrow tips down. And I also got a couple more tree seeds from opening some of these before I started saving them all up. So I have a decent amount of tree saplings ready, but I'm not going to get a lot more. So what else are we looking for from this opening? If I go to Veil Totems, so we're still missing the Green Man Mask. It'd be great to get that, and we've gotten 3 of these bowstring spools so far, so we can add, I think, 2 more before we max out the capacity of it. And I think I have enough research points to buy one, so as long as we get 1 more bowstring spool from this opening, then we'll be entirely done. So yeah, let's start rummaging and just let this go, sit back, and see what we get. Oh, duplicate fletching knife, okay. And wow, that is the last of it. So we got this out of it, which I think we might be able to sell this back for more points. So we might be done after all, besides the Greenman mask, but let's look. So this is all of the spoils from that opening. 108 bales of flex, that's really good. A lot of blessed bone shards. These arrow tips, which I've got a lot more that we're gonna open after this. And a pretty good amount of tree seeds. I mean, it's not crazy, but it'll be probably enough to get me through at least the rest of the hunter grind. So some fruit tree seeds. I'm stacked on fruit tree seeds, so that's not super exciting. And 14 limpwort seeds. Actually, that's really, really nice because they're slow to get from thieving master farmers. So that is pretty sweet. Oh, and a spirit seed that we will probably never be able to use. I highly doubt the Jagex is going to add a spirit patch in Varlamore anywhere, but you never know. Okay, what's next? What's next? I'm going to put all my anima-infused bark away. And then I'm going to get the duplicate fletching knife out. I'm also going to get my bowstring spool out, and we're going to head over to the reward shop and see how many of these we can get. Okay, here's Randolph. Okay, so we have 487 research points, and these cost 250. I will buy another one and throw that in. So now I can hold 5,000 bowstrings, but I just barely don't have enough points for this. Maybe I will just do a little bit more totem fletching, like a little later to just get the last one finally. And then I'll probably be doing some at some point to get the Greenman mask, but you know, that's not too bad. What am I saying? I forgot I had a duplicate fletching knife. So, okay, 175. So can I sell this? Oh, I'm stupid. I can just buy the last one right now. Amazing, amazing. So we've got a maxed out bowstring spool that can hold 10,000 bowstrings, which is just absurd. It's totally crazy. That is actually going to be very, very useful for one of the AFK grinds that I will be doing next, which is spinning all of these bales of flax into bowstrings. It'll be super nice now that I can hold 10k bowstrings, because when I open one of these, it's just going to fill my inventory with unnoted flax. And then when I spin it at the spinning wheel, it will just go straight onto this bowstring spool, and I can just keep going, not even needing to bank. So 513, that works out to, if there's 25 flax in a pack, 12,825. So for most of this, I won't even need to bank for 10,000 of that, which is sweet. But then the other great thing is when I'm stringing bows, which I will be fletching all of these into magic short bows and eventually long bows once I get to 85, and I can just string all of those 27 at a time instead of 14 at a time using the bowstring spool. So that's super nice for fletching XP, super nice to get me some alkables that I can use during the later hunter grind. When I'm doing my hunter rumors, there'll be a lot of running around. So I'm planning to make a bunch of MSBs that I can alk while running around, do some magic training, get some money. It's all coming together. Okay, these Cadaver Berry seeds are useless. Getting rid of those. What else do we get? Okay, yeah, let's open all of our arrow tips. I was waiting until 80 fletching to open these because there's a higher chance of getting rune arrow tipped out of them. But yeah, let's just spam all these open. Alright, so what do we got? 175 steel, don't need that. 1,000 mithril. And 13, about 1,400 adamant, 723 rune, and 431 dragon arrow tips, which would be nice, but there's no bow that I can get in Varlamore that actually can fire these. Rune is going to be my best. But yeah, 726 is not too bad. Plus, like, a lot of mithril and steel that I can use for just like AFK training. So that's really nice. What else can I open in here? I don't think anything. We got a bunch of these roots. You know, I don't really know what I can use these for that will really help me all that much. 104 end branches, that's going to be nice when I can make atlatl darts. I can just fletch all these up. And there's going to be something else that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, last but not least, we got even more blessed bone shards to get our prayer even higher. So yeah, Veil Totems was very much worth it to do early, to get all of these resources that I can use later. Yeah, let's celebrate the end of the Fletching grind by making the account's very first MSB. Look at that, an iconic RuneScape weapon that I cannot wield at all. It's going to be a while because I am literally one ranged. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to finish the 100 grind. I swear, I'm at 83. I just got to get to 91 and we can start rumors. So hopefully by then, next I will be at 91. We can start doing hunter rumors. We can build all the landing sites. It'll be great. I will see you then.